Ooh, something remarkable has happened. Snow. Oh, it's a beautiful winter wonderland. And this hardly ever happens here on the valley floor. We're sitting at about 900-ish feet. So we're right there as far as getting snow, but we haven't had snow in 2 years, I think it was. And the last time we had snow, we had like a 100-year storm, which I have a video about, and we ended up getting like 3-4 feet, something ungodly, in just a couple days, which is totally rare for here, and nobody knew what to do with themselves. And I'm making my way over to my chickens just to see how they're doing this morning. I did not see them come out of their coop when the sun came up. They're not used to this weather either. And honestly, in the grand scheme of things, this is not really that cold. I think maybe it got down to about 28 degrees, which for chickens is not that cold, especially because we have 4 chickens. And they've got a coop that's pretty enclosed. It's pretty airtight. If you have 1 or 2 chickens and it's cold like this, you might want to think about maybe getting a heat lamp. But for my 4 birds, they're pretty snugged in. And I'm going to go check on them right now, see what they're doing in here since they haven't made it out. So as I'm walking up to the coop, my motion lights should turn on. Oh, there they go. And that's great. Expose those critters trying to get my chickens. Oh, yes, chickens. Oh, I love when they make little sounds when I come in. Oh, she says hello. Checking on their food. They've got a little snow blowing in here, so I'm going to have to move this back in the corner so the wind can't blow the snow in. Give it a little shimmy shake, get the stuff out. I usually do this, once a day just to get any sort of debris out. I've got these cinder blocks here that I'm stacking their food on because when it's on the ground, they definitely make a huge mess of it, food and water. Hi ladies, is it freezing cold? Is it chilly? I've been watching them and they are bound and determined not to get out of their coop. It is too snug and warm, so I ended up putting some food up there so they didn't have to get down, poor things. Like I said, some people will need to put a heating lamp in their coops, but not for me. It just doesn't get cold enough. Maybe if it got below 0 or if I had less than those 4 birds, that would be one thing. But I've just been piling up their bedding, and the bedding keeps them warm and insulated, and also piling it on top of their poop also keeps it insulated. Actually, the fermenting poop puts off some heat, so it's usually about 10 degrees or so warmer inside the coop, but it's definitely freezing out here. Look at my rain chain. Isn't that crazy? What do you guys think? Yeah, it's chilly, huh? So I'm going to check out the other birds here. I doubt that they've laid any eggs. Anytime anything happens like this, crazy wind, crazy rain, Frank being flown off by a hawk, they just don't lay eggs. Yep, no eggs. But that's fine with me because these chickens are my pets. I don't just keep them around to lay eggs for me. If I wanted them to lay eggs, I would put a light in here and give them an extra 2 hours of light at the end of the day, and that would make them lay eggs. I've also heard things like putting cayenne in their water, and that will stimulate them to lay eggs. I don't need to do that for them because I'm not super concerned about eggs at this point, but if you are, there's lots of ways to do that. So for our area, we really don't have to do anything special. I've just been making sure their water's not freezing over, keeping their food dry, adding some extra bedding, and they've been doing great. I have been keeping them in their coop because their little feet will get frostbite, so that's about it. And they seem to be doing good so far, and the weather will be changing, and they've made it through, so I'm pretty happy.